vlog explores my interpersonal skills, personal skills, self-development and knowledge. Hope you enjoy! The transition between sixth form and university has been fairly scary as the learning environment is very different. At sixth form, we had a lot of help and guidance with our work, and a lot of the time I was told exactly what to do and how to do it. However, at university it is a lot more independent and we have to figure stuff out for ourselves. University is also a lot more structured as we are given the information before the lectures and seminars, so we will know what we will be learning about and can do some preparation work. Although I find it difficult being so independent, I'm starting to get used to it and believe it is necessary for when working in the real world, especially if I want to run my own business, which I do. I think since going to university, my interpersonal skills have improved as I'm involved in a lot of group work. Working in a group allows me to see other people's perspective about the topic we are studying, so I can gain more knowledge. It also allows me to contribute within the group, which will boost my confidence, as it means that I can share my knowledge with others and get positive reinforcement for future group work. I also asked someone in my seminar group if we can share notes after both lectures and seminars to ensure that I have the right information and to again gain as much knowledge as possible. It is extremely important to be able to work in a successful group because it is necessary for all future work, as communication is vital. Over the past few weeks we have been doing activities including enterprising you and personal performance factors. From looking at my personal performance factors, they show that I prefer working with more structure as I like to be organised and meet deadlines. I prefer to work with others as I enjoy the interaction. I also prefer to work with serialist styles rather than global styles, as I like to work with a clear list and analyse the detail. It also showed that I prefer to listen and write about what I am learning. I think I use a reflector learning style the most, as I like to watch and reflect. However, I use elements of other learning styles as I like to learn through problem solving, which is part of the theorist learning style. I am mainly a visual learner as I prefer instructions written down and I like to see the tutor using PowerPoint slides. But I am also an auditory learner as I repeat things out loud to help me remember information and I like to hear exactly what to do. The Enterprising You activity has allowed me to become more organised due to action orientation and opportunity awareness. It showed I have a very enterprising mindset as I know what I want and I am creative when seizing opportunities. The action plan was extremely useful as it now allows me to see exactly what I need to do and when by, so it will help me keep up to date and organised. From the start of university, I've developed many skills. One skill that I've developed are my reading skills. At the beginning of the semester, I didn't do much reading and when doing exam questions, it was obvious that I lacked knowledge. So now, after each lecture, I reread my notes to make sure I understand them fully. I also read a chapter of a book which includes information about my previous lecture or seminar, to again, make sure I understand fully and gain the correct knowledge. When rereading my notes, I found that it still didn't stay in my head well enough. So a technique that I found useful is teaching it to another person. So I would repeat my notes out loud to my flatmate, and then she would ask me questions, and I would then be able to answer as I understood better.
Marketing Environment Lecture 3, Monitoring the Environment, Micro.
What are the factors influencing consumers?
So the factors influencing consumers is culture, social, personal and psychological. Culture involves culture, subculture.
To ensure I understood before explaining to my flatmate, I would also write bullet points of the lecture notes. Both of these techniques allow me to understand the information better. In the seminars for Marketing Environment, we were told to write a report each week. To start with, I found this activity boring. However, now I know it is necessary, as we must have the correct report writing technique to answer exam questions at a high standard. From looking at my first report, it is obvious that I have improved, as I did not include numbers or headings, so it was clear that I wasn't using the correct layout, but now I include these when writing a report. Each week, the seminar began with an exam question. I found this extremely difficult when I first started the course, but now that I read more and understand my notes better, I can now answer the questions at a higher standard, and it is effective as it helps for when we have a real exam. I have also realised that timing is crucial and that attendance is key. Unfortunately, I have missed some lectures and I therefore struggle to understand the information. To overcome this, I asked someone on the course for their notes and read the chapter based on the topic to ensure that I am up to date with the work. Overall, I thoroughly enjoy the course, and although I've come across some problems, I've worked out how to overcome them and become a better marketer. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog,